We're alive. This is the wood where you get what, Raisin?
Wood, it's so good.
Indeed. Indeed. It's Friday. We're alive. This is. Oh, I hear myself too. Yeah. So, anyways, we're Red Eyes here. What's up, Red Eye?
Hello.
And of course, the beautiful, lovely Raisin.
Hello.
Two people who volunteered to be here tonight. Last night didn't show up.
Yeah, y'all heard it last night if you were here.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get somebody to be on the show. Well, we'll be on. I'll be on too. I'd like to be on. Okay. Where the fuck are you? And then Raisin Girl shows up late.
I did no such thing.
You did. That's where. And Red Eye, motherfucker, can't conversate with him. He's too busy playing the guitar.
Yeah. What? Oh, am I supposed to do? Oh, it's Shane. I'll put the guitar down. Sorry.
Did you not like to talk to me when we're not on live?
What?
I don't blame you. I don't like talking to me either.
I don't like the sound of my own voice. That's half the problem.
That's bullshit.
I go, I know it's that dude with koala shoved up his fucking nose, and I go, oh shit, that's me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh god damn it.
No, damn it. Oh, I'm about 60 people from having. I should break it before the show's up. Actually, getting to 60,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I went to just like about 2 weeks there. Went to a little bit of a halt on it. I was still steadily gaining followers, but it was not as fast. But the last couple of days, I've had I had one video go viral. It's got like 400,000 or 500,000 views. And that's nice. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Really am. I'm having a lot of fun over there.
Hello.
Yeah, you do well on TikTok.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's because they share the videos. People see my stuff here on YouTube. People don't see it anymore because YouTube is too sensitive right now, and they've got the worst CEO in the history of any company. I mean,
I should have said allegedly then, but I just couldn't have been asked. Couldn't have been bothered.
because it's fucking true. It's just crazy how bad she is at her job, and they keep her around. And I think that's all about wokeness.
Yeah. Well, when I'm looking at a platform and I start coming across videos of the CEO talking to random YouTubers, it's like, what are you doing, lady?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. And like, okay, and of course people are gonna get like regular people let they see it. People are gonna get pissed at you, and you're gonna have enemies, and people are gonna try to do shit. Like I had a couple of videos get flagged that day. They took them down. I appealed both of them. Both of them got put back up. That is unheard of on YouTube. You appeal something on YouTube, you never hear shit.
yeah, you just get stuck in limbo.
YouTube's flagging system was weaponized about 3 years ago, and they ain't done shit to fix that.
With the YouTube heroes or whatever, when they route everybody.
Oh god, that was the worst mistake ever because they were letting people. The heroes were in. Yeah, it was such a weaponized system. It was stupid.
Didn't their downvotes like count way more than other people's, and their flags were just taken as like biblical YouTube.
Yeah. Almost lost
that was all shit. But the thing that really pisses me off is that, for instance, you get folks that get a little bit butthurt, they've got thin skin, and critique becomes an attack and gangster and all of that shit, and then they go and flag the fucking shit out of several content creators, some of which have only got an audience of a couple of thousand, and you basically try and nuke their channel by hitting them with lots of 3 copyright strikes on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the clowns doing it don't understand fucking fair use. Mm-hmm. But the thing that the problem is with the copyright system is if you want to counter it, you've got to expose your real name and where you're at. And this is a tool used by these fucking clowns like fucking G-Man and that to get people's info.
Mm-hmm.
And YouTube need to fix that shit
Mm-hmm.
so that info stays segregated away from the people using the copyright system as a fucking weapon. And so when's Susan going to fix that? Instead of going on someone's stream and talking about how nice and safe you've made the place, how about you fix the actual issues that people on your side of the political spectrum are now using? And both sides use it. The false flagging campaigns come from both fucking sides. But it's just the latest campaign from, like, I'll use G-Man as the example. He is losing his shit right now. He has lost it plot.
He looks rough.
Right? He is just basically got someone to start funneling him enough info where he sounds scary online, but he never follows through. But there are plenty of people that swatting, doxing, all that shit. YouTube need to fix this though, where if you get a copyright strike, you've got to supply them your real name and your contact details, which is then supplied to the person that's trying to fuck with you. That's how dumb is that system? It's like, dear Auntie Susan.
Like a blatant loophole to me. Like they were like, oh, well, we can't give you their stuff, but we can make a system where if you figure out how to use it, you can still get it.
We want to make the platform such a safe space that we're going to take away the dislike reviews, basic, the numbers, but you can get that back with a plugin. But we're not going to close any of the loopholes where people get fucked with, like in their home addresses and their names exposed to people that just want to hurt them. Mm-hmm. Using YouTube's very own copyright system as the means of attack. It's like,
well, and in no way is TikTok perfect, but dude, I mean, people are like, every time I talk about TikTok, a lot of people go, well, they have this problem, all the liberals and all that. I'm like, yeah, but look at YouTube. It's a better option than YouTube right now. It really is.
Right, Spec? That's a good point. If they're going to do it one way, you should have to do it the other. If you want to make one, you should have to supply your information just the same. Mm-hmm. The right to face your accuser, right? If we're going with what's fair, we should have the right to face our accusers.
I'm not alone in thinking that system is very broken and silly and has massive flaws.
YouTube is broken.
Period. Oh yeah, but the copyright system is used specifically as a weapon to get people's info. And if you don't want to give out that info and they hit you with three claims, guess what? Bye channel. Yeah. It's that easy for them to take down a channel.
Can we start a campaign to get Elon to buy YouTube next?
No, please don't. You
don't want that shit.
That's a publicity stunt. I'm pretty sure of it. And the dude's just a player. I'll give him one thing. He knows how to manipulate everything that he wants to interact with. If he wants to get the best result, Elon will sit there and just watch it. That's how, and then he'll just go, if I do this.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's doing some really, really advanced people watching, and I wish I had the money to participate in that kind of people watching.
He can manipulate the share price of Twitter now. He can manipulate Bitcoin's price. He can. People don't. There's just Google search.
And I don't. Everybody's talking about him wanting to be on the board. He's not even on the board of Tesla anymore after smoking that weed, is he?
No, he turned it down. This is why.
I don't even think he wanted to be on the board ever.
He made an application for it.
He did. No, he did. But
he likes to mess with people.
Yeah. Look, did you know that at a certain time, Elon Musk basically was in a conversation with someone that may have been running Apple. And Elon went, I'll do this, and you guys can have Tesla, but I'm going to be the CEO of Apple, and basically, or something to that effect. He just made this crazy offer, and then the reply from Apple was, fuck off. Like, literally, fuck off.
I think he may be just, tired of certain things he's been doing. Now he's wanting to get into this social network and try. And actually, what he says sounds good. About, freedom of speech, saying what you, been able to really express yourself online and stuff. But that isn't, it's all bullshit.
His tweets are freaking funny, though.
Yeah, I mean.
Have you ever looked at that man's Twitter? That is kind of gold.
I have in the past.
I like it.
You know, yeah, it's you know who's got a funny Twitter account? Wendy's.
Yeah.
And there's that
Yeah, they
seafood place. There's that seafood place that fucked with Peters. They are the champions of the fucking internet. They just basically fucking owned Peter on Twitter, and it was just like,
I love when people's social media teams are freaking good like that.
Yeah, I loved one time. I sent a tweet one time. This dude said, "Hey, Wendy's, if I can get them like 1 million likes, can I get a free ice cream cone?" And Wendy's replied, "Dude, it's 99 cents."
yeah,
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
yeah. I love companies like that aren't blatantly rude, but just like
Arby's has got a good
funny.
Twitter team.
Yep. Sanofi had that one good one after the whole Roseanne incident. Like, I wasn't for barred her or anything. Nope. The pun was actually not intended. But when they came out with that, because that's the company that makes the pill that she was taking, they said, you know, of all the known side effects, I forget how they put it. It was quippy, something about of all the known side effects of the pill.
Racism
None of
is
them
not
include
one.
racism.
Yeah.
You know, Roseanne came out like 2 years ago and did a TikTok, said that she believes Donald Trump was the first woman president.
What?
That's what she said. And everybody scratching their head like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh God.
And she didn't even say it like, you know, delivering a joke. It was just something to say.
Yeah.
Roseanne lost her guy. She kind of cuckoo now.
She knows she is too.
Yeah, she done lost her shit. But I will say, I don't give a fuck. People can hate on her anymore. You go back and watch early Roseanne on a stage. Her fucking stand-up was on point, man.
Funny as hell, yeah.
It was on fucking point. She was a bad motherfucker on stage.
Great time for comedy back then.
Yeah, it was. I mean, but she was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I really enjoyed this. Joan Rivers on stage.
Yeah. I actually saw something where when she tore into a
heckler,
and that was funny as hell.
About autism, right? Yeah. She went in on him hard too.
That's the one where she ended the set with it or whatever.
Yeah, so you know, a lot of people notice. A lot of people wanted Joan Rivers to be the replacement of Johnny Carson, and they really did. And she, you know. But, you know, Johnny didn't like women comics. See, she was the only one he liked. Oh, a lot of people don't know that. Johnny was
century.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you have a Richard Pryor in the game. Those comedians around him, they upped everybody's game back then. Like, everybody had to be funny or you couldn't compete.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. And that era of comedy is like hard fucking. Good.
There's not many famous women comedians from the 20th century. There's Joan Rivers. There's a handful.
Yeah, Roseanne.
You got Lumley from England. She's a fucking funny lady. Mm-hmm. She actually did a Doctor Who spoof that was fucking hilarious. They actually did a spoof of Doctor Who before Doctor Who transitioned and got boobies. And in that skit, Doctor Who came as female, and it was Joanna Lumley, and she is so. She'd make a great doctor because she's just got that swagger and she just puts it on, and she's a fucking funny lady. Jo Brand, she's fucking funny too. She can be fucking funny, that lady. Sandy
Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett was
Totsvig.
Carol Burnett was fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
Kathy Griffin was not Kathy Griffin. She was not my cup of tea, but a lot of people seem to like her.
They did. To me, she's on the same level as that Roseanne Barr. In my opinion.
I don't know. I really never got into her. I don't know why. She grates on me, man.
Who?
A lot of people like her, though.
Kathy Griffin sucks.
That's what I'm saying. I think not Roseanne Barr, Rosie O'Donnell. I meant Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
That's what I meant.
Rosie she's O'Donnell. Like the generic Roseanne.
Yeah, she's on that level like Rosie O'Donnell. I don't like Rosie O'Donnell stand-up. Never did.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell's not that funny, so that's a fair. That's a lot. But I can live with that.
Yeah, that's what I meant, by the way. Not Roseanne. Roseanne Barr is top tier as far as female comics.
Whoopi Goldberg was funny as hell, and
yeah, but she wasn't really a stand-up though.
No. No, Goldie Hawn, but I don't know if she did any stand up, but she was
No,
era as
yeah,
far
you're
as
just naming like women in comedy movies now.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
not
there weren't
naming
that many
stand-ups.
women in comedy, so that's
There
what I
weren't.
thought.
There weren't a lot.
That was the point. It was like I can only think of a handful of female comedians that stand out, and it's like Joe Brand, Lumley, and a few. I can't think of any.
Well, see, that's been a question in comedy for years. I mean, I know y'all have heard this. Can women be funny? Because normally men are. I know this is going to sound sexist, but normally men are funnier than women.
See, if I'm being super fair, I've heard some really good female stand-up.
Yeah.
But the best time, or at least the most laughs they get out of me, it's usually something that only a female could identify.
Could understand. Yeah.
So, like, really to get a laugh out of it, like a belly laugh. Like a guy might understand if he's seen his wife go through it or something, but like guys have a talent, and I don't mean to be sexist, I don't mean to be biased, but in my personal opinion, guys seem to have more of a knack at making universal comedy, like comedy that everyone can laugh with, whereas gals seem funniest when we're hitting home with things that are more personal to us as women. Like, there are very few that seem to be able to hit that funny bone for a dude. You have to have a certain, I don't know.
If you think about it, most of the
to appeal to men.
I was just about to say most of the funniest women in comedy are ones that are brave and will say any fucking thing.
That's the only time dudes ever laugh at, like when I'm piping off at home with buddies or whatever. Like when I get laughs out of guys, it's usually when I'm being raw about something. I mean,
because we're naturally dirty in a way. We like.
It's the generation. It's that we come from that generation of comedy.
Yeah.
People just said things that would get you canceled now in like 10 seconds.
Oh God, some of the greatest comics of all time would not be able to do comedy today.
Eddie Murphy would have been canceled before he got started.
Richard Pryor, George Carlin, all those fucking greats would have.
Bob Saget certainly would not have been making any children's television.
Yeah. But now there's a couple of them that I think that would still, like, I think Richard Pryor would still break through because he's just fucking great.
Yeah, he's up there with Carlin. Like,
Richard Pryor was so amazing. He's so fucking good. It was like, what, like, and here's the deal. There ain't but one comic today. There's a lot of them that I like and I love. But there's one comic that can stand on stage with Richard Pryor and George Carlin, and that's Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I have to agree.
That's the only one I see that can actually stand on stage with them and be as good.
Yep. And all of the people you just named can make me belly laugh and get a cry.
Yeah. And it's not because it's all about funny. See,
Robin Williams, too, absolutely special.
Yeah, Robin Williams is brilliant. But see, the thing is, the reason if you notice my favorite comics, my favorite
stand-up is just something
else. My favorite comics, as you can tell, are usually ones that are really smart. Because people always talk about how smart George Carlin was. Richard Pryor was a fucking genius.
And they're not just smart; they're well-rounded. Like they're wise too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean by smart. I mean, like,
but they're smart too.
Yeah, they've got the wisdom and cleverness, and it's just all perfect. And it's like they paint a fucking picture, and it's amazing.
Yeah, the build, the timing.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but the GOAT is Robin Williams. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't think he's the guy. I think he's amazing.
He's funny or in stand-up?
Both. Go back and watch the shit he did in the 80s when he was high.
I've watched. I love him. I love him.
Shit on that for a minute.
Annihilates everybody.
I love him. I love him.
GOAT.
I love him.
Most creative motherfucker on the fucking planet.
I love him. But
I think we agree on the group. You just
he's not on the same level.
Yeah, and
he's your GOAT. Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, and I think he's like definitely top 5 for me or 6, whatever. But
yeah, Pryor is your GOAT, right?
Pryor's my GOAT.
Yeah. See, I'm always a Carlin.
I always say, when people ask me, I always say George Carlin and Richard Pryor. But if you had to make me choose, and like you got to choose one, I would always say Pryor.
Just on levels of talent, I don't think it can be argued that Williams was outed by
anybody. But there were also different genres of comedy too.
Yeah, well, hold on. Robbins could act like a boss. He could riff on something instantly, like Landon tells the story of when he was at the at the looking through the telescope with a bunch of people, and he started riffing on stuff like Uranus, and just a 20-minute thing instantly.
Yeah, and I agree.
And his stand-up routines from the 1980s, and there may or may not have been Peruvian marching powder involved, but everybody from that era was.
Oh, everybody was amazing. But you're a musician, so let me. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna. Like, would you compare Stevie Ray Vaughan, who I was listening to earlier when you came in before the show, and Robert Plant? Would you compare those two? They're two different kinds of music. They're both amazing, but they're two different kinds of
singer and Vi's a guitarist.
So not Robert Plant. I meant Jimmy Page.
Well, yeah, I'd compare the two, absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
The two different kinds of music.
See, I think I see. Like, as far as a Tick and Robin Williams box, though, I think if you put them up against each other, real time freestyle, that man was a genius.
Robin Williams was an improv guy. He was the improv guy.
Yeah, he would house anyone with that.
Yeah, the improv guy. That's my kind of comedy, by the way. Everybody knows that. That is what I think my bread and butter is improv, right? So I actually love Robin Williams. I think he's amazing. But it's like, it's just, to me, it's apples and oranges. They're both goats, but because they're both in a different type of genre, in my opinion. Now, I understand, how anybody else may feel. I'm just saying the way I look at it, like Robin Williams is the improv god. Richard Pryor is the storytelling god of comedy. That's like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is right there with Richard Pryor.
One of my favorites is Frankie Boyle. He's a Scottish dude. And that motherfucker,
you showed me him a while back.
I like
back in the day, is the most foul-mouthed, did not give a fucking shit. Like, he'd be recording this show for the BBC, right? Mm-hmm. And the show should take an hour and a half to record. There are 2 hours worth of outtakes from most episodes just because Frankie Doyle, it's basically like Whose Line It Is in Anyway. You used to get him on that. Mm-hmm. And the outtakes from that, he'd come out with the filthiest fucking shit that he knew was never getting close to airtime ever. And he'd do it constantly to the point where he'd be driving the fucking other comedians and the producer fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Please, Frankie, can we just get on with this shit? Frankie, yeah, no worries. He'd come out and go, and the next entry, he'd just come out and go, your mother's cunt. And then the goal that, oh, Frankie.
But I can't go ahead, I'm sorry.
And his storytelling. Yeah, Carlin, he is one of the. I think when it comes to storytelling, he's got to be one in the top.
So here's the perfect example. This conversation we're having, this is the perfect example of why comedy is the most subjective thing in the world. Yeah. It really is. This conversation, we're all right in our own way because it is subjective, and like extremely subjective.
Because my humor is definitely different than most people's, but I can still find stand-ups that make me belly laugh. Man.
Exactly. Like, and that's the thing about comedy that I like. You've heard me get really passionate. Both of you have, like, really get into like talking about like how I compare music and painting with comedy. And a lot of people don't really understand what I mean when I say I know you two do because you like when I get deep into it, because it's about connection, right? Comedy is about connecting with that person. Like when you hear a love song that reminds you of a relationship you had, it connects with you. Same thing with a person who tells a joke. And like I could tell when Red I was talking about Robin, that's what connected it. And like the way I talked about Richard, right? So that's the most beautiful thing about comedy. And that's why I get so fucking upset when they attack comedy like they have lately, like what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, right? That's attacking comedy.
Yeah, honestly, I think the first time I ever saw someone tackle political stuff in a way that made me passionate and want to be like, and do it in a way that I was actually comfortable with envisioning. Like I could not talk on a stage like that necessarily. I don't like I say, but with friends, like that was a way I could approach those subjects and use what I learned from watching him to actually have political discussions with friends. And
who was it?
Engaged Carlin, and that's why I love him so much. It was because I was like, holy shit, this man is just out there saying the truth. And
Carlin's the best political comedy guy of all
laugh.
time. Carlin talked about politics as far as in a comedy way. It's better, as good as you could do it, really.
Mm-hmm. It was right to the edge.
And he also had some amazing, I loved his bit about baseball and football.
Yeah.
It's like, it was amazing. Football's all about war and battle and the gridiron. Baseball, I just want to go home.
The way he expresses too always gets me. It's something about old dudes, even old ladies. Betty White too, same reason. That something about the way when old people can be really expressive with comedy. Yeah, it just tickles me in some special way, and I don't know why.
I'm gonna tell you another comic that doesn't get talked about as much, and he unfortunately passed away a few years back. Was Ralphie May? I love that dude. Mm. Absolutely loved Ralphie May. I thought he was hilarious.
He was underrated, wasn't he?
Yes, very underrated. Ralphie was a bad dude, man. He was a bad dude. He could really, really tell a joke and made me laugh a lot. So I love him to death. And Patrice O'Neill was another one that I really enjoyed.
I don't know that person.
He's a black dude. He's a black dude from New York City. He was because you can look at this. I love different styles of comedy, right? Patrice was a New York comic. New York comedy is more insult comedy, right?
Yeah,
it really is. And Patrice was really hardcore in the insult comedy.
That's how we are up in the Northeast. That's how we joke with each other. That's how you kid with your friends. That's why I think we clicked so quickly, because it's just you kind of throw spaghetti at the wall with the fucking around with each other, and if you guys laugh, then you know that you're safe to make jokes.
Yeah, that's what I like. Go ahead, Red. What you gonna say about that?
Two names in chat. I see. Lewis Black.
Love Lewis Black.
I'll say this.
There's a couple good ones coming out of August.
He is the goat of ranting. He's the godfather of ranting. When I saw that dude when I was young, I went, that dude just has this inner. I'm kind of turning into him, kind of, sort of, but nowhere near as fucking good. He just had such a fucking eloquent way to describe his utter disdain and disgust for things in such a He could use words as fucking howitzers and just lob salvos of 110 millimeters of pure fucking spite, piss and vinegar in the direction of anything that he wanted. Girl Scouts, if they pissed him off enough, he would eviscerate them. He didn't give a shit, right? Now, Jon Stewart, he's another guy. He's run on The Daily Show. He had a team of writers behind him. This is before fucking Colbert got his own show. He was still doing skits on The Tonight Show. That was some of the finest comedy you'll ever see. Some of the rants he has on some of the American politicians from that era are fucking gold. I've got them stored on a hard drive somewhere most of the 2012 season. If you've got HBO and you can go back and watch his rants from 10 years ago, this is when Anthony Weiner was fucking doing dumb shit. And it was just a golden era for comedy. It was before Trump. So it was before all of that fucking shit. And it was actually, and you can see Jon Stewart actually affect American political scene by siding with McCain, with the fucking 2001 first responders. He got them fucking compensation.
Well, they changed the way you look at news. I mean, they did. That show did. It changed the way people looked at news. It really did. It was had a lot of impact.
He exposed the biases of both sides, because he went and he'd show off Fox and just go, look at these fucking idiots. And then he'd go and show the CNN guys doing the same goddamn thing and admitting it. Basically, at one point they got them. He realized what he said just after he said it, and he tried to cover it up. But John just back at the show went, and here's them actually admitting the truth. He said, and the dude from CNN went, yeah, we counter what Fox says. He didn't say we just provide what we think are the facts and let the viewers make up their own mind. He said, we counter Fox. That's our job. And then he went, I I just admitted.
Yeah, I'll tell you another one. I always loved David Letterman.
Yeah, Letterman was fucking solid.
Yeah, solid.
You get a funny bloke with a good team of writers behind him. They produce gold permanently, and that's why you see people like Conan O'Brien. He was a writer for Saturday Night Live
and The Simpsons, right?
And The Simpsons. Okay, Conan O'Brien's one of those guys that. Well, he got gypped. Remember what happened to him?
Yeah.
He did get fucked over.
He did.
He bounced back, and now he owns his own thing. He's got his own niche, and it's like he's probably better off now than he would have been because he's not a slave to that other big mob. He's now working for a smaller group, and he has way more creative control over what he does than what he would have had. So
right.
Sam Kinnison's another one.
Love Sam.
Oh, the way he's and Bobcat. Remember?
Goldwyn.
What was he? Yeah, Bobcat Goldwyn. I used to love his shit because he just spurred out fully. That was his whole
we
shit.
recently lost Gilbert Godfrey, who was really good.
And today the news came: the lady that played Seinfeld's mum, she passed away. It's just like, geez, 2022. Pump the brakes. You're gonna chew through every beloved celebrity that's known of the 20th century at this rate, and that will suck. Come on, pump the brakes, or at least take out Vladimir Putla.
Oh my God!
We gotta see all this ship sink first.
Did you know Coachella started today?
Oh
Coachella? Shit, dude, that's
a rich people's concert event.
Yeah, but here's the thing about when you're rich, you got money. You know what happens when you got money? You can pay musicians lots of money, and then you get folks rocking up.
Oh, it's a big event, but it's rich people shit.
Well, yeah, but the dude, the South Park thing. That a certain dude from Primus may have been involved with his dung 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 dung, that weird thing that he whacks with a stick. Well, I've seen video of Coachella where he plays not with Primus, but his other project that he uses the Whamola. And there's two drummers. And the set that they did was some of the fucking maddest live music I've ever seen. They were all wearing fucking monkey masks. Except old mate comes out in a full, how they use, what's the stupid outfits they used to wear when they'd go on safari? The safari outfits. He comes out in a safari outfit and starts playing the Whamola. Well, all the monkeys are jumping around on stage, and there's two drummer monkeys, and it's some of the best shit. Now I understand why that band was there, because they were paid a lot of money to play, because they're rich people. It all makes sense now.
Yeah,
that's why Coachella gets good acts, because they got money.
Lots of it. They got that Kardashian cash.
Where else are they supposed to wear their Yeezys?
All right, according to August, Conan wrote the monorail episode of The Simpsons. Now, that is awesome, because that is one of my favorite goddamn fucking episodes. Monorail.
Yeah, I knew he wrote for The Simpsons. And,
he's a talented dude.
Yeah, I always just love when he did the string dance. It was silly but funny.
Oh, who remembers? He does some of the weirdest characters. So there was one character he had just randomly on one show. It was Camel Toe Annie. Yeah. And it's just this chick comes out. She's just got this huge, big, exaggerated.
I love
camel
Triumph, the insult comic dog. Fucking amazing.
Me too. Poop on.
That was an amazing character. I mean, that character got so famous. It came out with a fucking album.
Yeah. People would want to get basically shit on by Triumph.
Yeah, it was great, dude. It was great.
He'd be hanging out the side of the car. Look at me cruising with only bitches.
And you had the masturbating bear?
Yeah, that's right. The masturbating bear would come out, and then the dudes would come out with the fucking cattle prods and get him off stage.
And little bear had a big ass diaper on.
Yeah. Just start rubbing its fucking junk.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. It was edgy too. Because, he was definitely pushing the limits there.
He did, like I said, the character Camel Toe Annie, it's just this chick. She wasn't bad looking, but they just did a prop where they've just put this crotch piece in, and it was just a huge, exaggerated camel toe. And they've got a theme song for us, like Camel Toe, and it's got Max and the band rocking the fuck out. And she's coming out dancing with this dance that's really showing off the camel toe. And it's like, this is Conan O'Brien. This is that's the writing. They just didn't give a shit. They go, oh, what about a character called Camel Toe Annie with a huge big camel toe? And we make her do a dance showing off a big camel toe. And we make Max write a song about Camel Toe Annie. And Conan went, do it. Here's some money. Let's do it.
I call Raisin Camel Toe Kristen.
Shh, don't tell everybody that. That's our special name.
Yeah. You know what my favorite thing is to look at a girl from when they're naked from behind and seeing that little puff thing hang down, the little cooch bump. The cooch bump is awesome. I love the
cooch bump.
Yeah, the cooch bump. You know how I
So what kind of chicks are you dating? Do they not have asses?
Yeah, but when they spread their dummy I'm not talking about just saying.
Are they squatting for you?
Oh my yeah.
All right then.
I love cooch bumps, man.
Do
they not have asses? I date black girls. They got asses.
Maybe you date no ass black girls. I don't know. Not all white girls have ass, and I do.
You are an ass.
I thought that's very true. I thought you liked calling me dickhead though.
No, that was your thing.
You called me dickhead first. I
think I did call you a dickhead.
You did.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
You're right. You're right. You shut the fuck up, dickhead.
Okay.
Did you know that Man-Bot Cyborg is coming out of the closet here in a couple of days?
Cyborg?
I did say Cyborg.
I looked in the waiting room real quick.
I did say that.
I'm a cyborg.
You're a shithead.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm hoping to be able to announce before the show's up that I reached 60,000. If the coach bumps, I think you might want to text them.
Yeah.
Vlad, see, you're fucking ugly bitches, man. With no fat pussies. You ain't never had a fat pussy? Vlad, goddamn, buddy.
Is that attractive? Like a big
fat pussy? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like a good old fat pussy. I like them all. I like the ones.
Fat pussy always looks like a hamburger with no meat in it.
That's awesome.
Roast beef,
my favorite
roast beef hanging out of it.
My favorite is the sprouting baby butter bean, where it looks like that right there. No one like that.
The little man in the boat.
Yeah, I like that. And I also like a lot of people like the flaps. I love the flaps. It's like going through like the gift
So you want a roast beef sandwich on a hamburger bun.
Yeah, but it's like, how you open up a gift and they got a lot of that gift paper in there. It's so exciting to rip through it and then get to the present. That's what I like about It's what I like about the flaps.
Oh no, he wants big old meat curtains, people.
Yeah.
A fat pussy and lots of meat curtains.
You gotta admit though, that's a pretty good fucking joke that I just told. That's a pretty good fucking joke.
Don't lie, you like the meat curtains.
I do like them. I like all shapes and sizes. Oh, wait a minute. I like all shapes and sizes of the cooch. I like yeah. But it has to be, I'm going to be like Cobes. Of age, alive, non-family.
I'm not suicidal.
Yeah, not suicidal. Or homicidal. But what's your favorite style of cooch there, Red?
Consensual.
The vagina. If the vagina says yes, you got a problem. That motherfucker's talking.
Oh,
I'm talking about the style of the meat on the cooch. Do you like? I'm talking about. Do you like the flappy flaps? Do you like the go find it? Are you like the taco? Do you like the thumb?
I'm just a fan of punani in general. There you go. Pussy's great.
That's what I am. And I like it. Pussy is great. It's amazing. It makes me do things with my penis that makes me happy. It makes my legs tingle. I love when you come and your legs tingle. That's fucking.
Do they ever not?
No, but see, here's why I like it so much, because I got neuropathy, right, like extreme neuropathy. So my legs are always popping. So when that tingle comes, it really makes it feel good for just a little bit.
Is that why you constantly masturbate?
Exactly. Masturbation is medicine.
Well, yeah.
Actually, it is. And you know what?
It's like Xanax for guys.
Yeah, and here's the thing. In my opinion, you know what the best time to masturbate is? In the morning.
Wouldn't that make you go back to sleep, though?
No. You know why? It relaxes you. It kind of like makes you, it kind of gets you, where you ain't all stressed out. The stress of the day is not as, you know what I'm saying? Really, it gets you in a nice mode. Not always, but, because humans are humans. We have bad days. But it does help. I've actually read where professional sex therapists say that.
They must now.
I've always been confused by that. The way, how do you, consider you professional sex therapist? Like, because anybody could claim that, really.
Well, not anybody. You'd have to know what you were talking about, I would assume.
Yeah, but most of them say the same shit we all know.
Do we all know it, though?
I know.
Is that not a pretty
I know because I'm a sex therapist.
Well, you should make some money with that.
Well, I have.
No, make it, not spend it.
Oh, here's the thing about sex therapy. You've actually got to get a degree in psychotherapy, clinical social work, marriage and family therapy.
I did all that, man.
Or psychiatry.
I did that too.
Fucking Christ.
I know what I'm talking about.
You just have to call it something slightly different. Make up your own title, and then you can do that.
I know. Here it is.
So, hold on. Here's the first 4 steps in becoming a sex therapist. You got to get a master's degree in psychotherapy, clinical work, marriage and family therapy, counseling, or psychiatry. These degrees generally take between 2 and 7 years to achieve, depending on which degree you decide to pursue.
Or you could just be like me.
Oh. Meet all the requirements for a licensee's requirements.
Fuck doctor.
Different in different states, so you need to research those based on where you live. Obtain a provisional license while you do supervised work.
No, you gotta do all that.
Includes somewhere between 15 and 4,000.
Yeah, you gotta do all that.
4,000 hours. And then
I'm a fuck doctor right now.
Get a license. Show me your fuck doctor license. Get it out.
Okay.
Let's see. That was the worst ever.
What?
Fake cops do.
That was my credentials. My doctor credentials.
That was your old Blockbuster card from 1987.
Dude, I wished I still had my Blockbuster card.
Right.
I do. I would have. I
might have
that
one somewhere.
I would love to have one. I really would. Yes.
Let's open a video shop.
Dude, kids today does not know that great feeling of that excitement of going into, because especially when you're a kid, you go in and you see all those movies, and now it's just like click, whatever. But back then, it was just, I don't know, it was an experience.
Yeah.
I miss it. I know it's easier today and it's better, but
those little bastards don't know the meaning of inconvenience.
Yeah. They don't know about please be kind and rewind. They don't know about that shit.
You didn't rewind the tape. That'll be a $5 fine.
Yeah, I remember one time I did actually throw a VHS tape across the video store one time. I did because I got into it because he was a little rude bastard about the rewind thing, and
Did you suffer from rewind rage?
I did. God. Rewind rage. I threw that fucking videotape across the store.
That used to be a thing before people got, it wasn't fucking like road rage. It was rewind rage. It'd just be people beating on each other and fucking blockbusters and fucking video easies everywhere. It was fucking hard.
Remember, you had to, like, if a new movie coming out and into the stores that everybody wanted to see, you had to put your name down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, fuck, man, that's so crazy. It's funny. I know it was inconvenient stuff, but it's it's part of your like part of our childhood. And yes, young people, if you're watching, one day you will be saying the same kind of shit about your era.
Yeah, I remember when we had to go into the lounge room and sit down in front of a screen before it was just being directly into our frontal lobes.
That
with this
reminds me.
wireless neuron hookup.
That reminds me, Red, of the fucking video I seen a while back on TikTok where this girl's like, she did a skit. She's like, think about our generation right now, like when we're on our deathbed, and so she, it went in like, and she was laying there dressed up as an old woman. Other girl walked in and said, "Grandma, what can I do for you before you go?" And the grandma said, "I would love to hear some music from my time." And they started playing Wet Ass Pussy. It was just funny as hell. It was great. That was a great skit. Yeah.
So question: if you wanted to skirt the qualifications, could you use maybe like a word like advisor, guide, or guru?
Fuck doctor.
But see, doctor is and see, but you got to make it sound more polished. What about like a sex advisor?
Yeah, look, you can call yourself whatever you like as long as you put up in brackets in smaller text. Any advice given should not be taken as actual advice for, sexual therapy. Please seek professional medical fucking help. If you
could record videos and sell online intercourses.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. I don't know, Jay. How many clicks does it get to get banned from a chat room?
I don't know. You're going to find out, or should I? That means I have to reach for my mouth.
Well, yeah, I'll give him a break. I'm gonna see if he's really being an ass or just telling a joke. I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna give him a chance.
Huh? Okay.
I'm a nice guy this evening, Red.
All right. Gonna be a sweet boy.
Yeah, I'm a sweet motherfucker.
Woohoo! What is a Vimeo on-demand special?
He's just being a dick.
Well, maybe they're promoting the latest porno on the slide, and we just don't realize it because we're.
I like what August says. August says 3 cigarettes. I also remember you two from 2016. It's a good one, August. Some people don't know how to let go of like past memes. It's just like, God damn, bro. That shit's old as fuck, man.
I'm bored. I'm going to sleep now.
I'm not doing this joke anymore. Would explain raising the Vimeo joke. What's the Vimeo joke? I know what he means. I know what he means, but let me see what he thinks. He's being an asshole.
That's my job.
Yeah, Red Eye is the asshole.
Hey, come on, don't. Stay in your lane, dude. Come on. Please.
Stay in your lane.
Stay out of the asshole lane.
Mm-hmm.
Not a nice place. You don't want to be here. Nobody.
Did you know somebody just died?
Again? Oh, shit.
No, they did it again. Somebody else just died.
Really?
A lot of people dying.
Man, that's sad.
It is sad. Now there's a big debate online about people who are afraid to live in New York City now because of New York City's been violent for years.
No, New York City, everyone's moving out of there because it's run into the ground by a pack of fucking officials that are doing a really shitty job at running a city. And the rents there, I watch Lewis Rodsman and he walks around and I've been watching all his shit and the amount of rent they're asking for the floor space, it's ridiculous. And we've also learned that you don't need to all flow into a city all day. We've got the technology where people can work from home and save money on fuel and transit and all that. And what the officials of New York City was, everyone come back to the city and get back to work. It's like, because what, you're missing out on all the rents? Nah, get fucked. Adapt or piss off. So what the folks in New York need to do is get rid of all the officials that are driving that city into the fucking ground and don't pay the exorbitant rents from these shops, and they'll get the message eventually. They'll lower their rents. No, the rents there are fucking ridiculous, dude. Like,
it's just very high, very high.
Like shop space, they're asking such high prices per feet. It's mind blowing. It's fucking outrageous.
It is.
You do get the crazy folks. Like he showed one video where the dudes from his shop actually helped apprehend the guy. This guy was just walking around with a bit of 4x2 up the street, smashed a bunch of shop windows and car windscreens. And luckily the cops did show up and they followed the guy, and he tried to change his clothes and shit, but they all had him on video and they got the fucker. But that's what New York is. There's crazy people walking around smashing shop windows and car windscreens, and incredibly expensive fucking rent.
The Venmo joke is that the drunken peasants have Venmo specials, and Paul suggests that PIMPMUNK ought to promote the stuff. Sorry, but I discovered still funny Paul's impression only a couple years ago. Okay.
Well, welcome.
No, you're not welcome.
It's all good, dude.
No, it's not. These motherfuckers don't mean shit. See that big sign that says PIMPMUNK? I'm the motherfucker.
Shut up.
I don't like him.
Grab a fistful of fucking chill pills and bash him up.
I don't like him. I'm gonna get August to cuss him out. August, cuss him out. If you cuss him out, August, I'll make you a moderator.
Wow, bribery and corruption.
Abuse of power over here.
How's it abuse of power? It is my power. Make a genuine effort not to just cater to the Uber rich. They ain't what I'm talking about. I'll just cuss this motherfucker out.
When you start seeing places, mate, putting in sprinkler systems to try and keep the homeless out of sleep in there. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty vicious. Wow.
Go to heck, buddy. That's not going to get you a ranch, brother.
Wow, you just went back on the deal.
Heck!
Yeah.
Fuck that!
He thought it was the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. He's just cussing like it was back in the 1950s and keeping it safe.
I don't even think we tried tonight on the first 10 minutes. I think we went straight to cursing. I said frick twice. I think me and Red Eye just went straight to cursing.
Yeah,
did I say frickin' for no reason? I probably did.
Yeah, probably.
Whoever tries not to swear is doing so for no reason, because one of the other people are going to fucking swear. That's just how this shit works.
Yeah, if I don't do it, Red's going to do it. Raisin does it a lot.
I do, cuz. I'm trying to be better. I shouldn't cuss in front of my boys.
Wasn't me this time. Probably wasn't me last time either. All the time before.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, right. Wasn't me. Yeah.
Yeah, the one time, because we didn't even get 3 seconds in, he cussed in the intro.
It wasn't me.
Well, since it's a Friday show, you know how I usually do. I end it whenever I want to. So I'm gonna do it for about another 15 minutes tonight, and then we're gonna end it because I'm tired. I'm tired of these people.
Tired of us.
Damn.
I am. I don't like y'all right now.
Fine.
Not nice.
I'll like you again later, but not right now.
How dare you?
Yeah, sometimes it is like that with people, all right? Like I love you. I love you to death, but I don't want to be around you right now. Like
sometimes I realize I can love you and not like you too much.
Exactly. I'm definitely that way with Red Eye.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I just hate him because he does horrible things to me constantly.
I do not.
You are really mean to the Red Eye.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Terrible. Terrible.
Tell lies about me to your mum, trying to make your mum believe horrible, bad things about
you always cussing my mom and your shit.
No, I'm not. That's not true.
You call her a cum guzzling horse?
That's terrible.
See, this is what I'll have to put up with.
Why did you call
shouldn't
my
take this
mama
abuse.
that? I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna call her right now. She's upset.
I don't think she'll believe you.
Damn,
I have a sneaky suspicion that she's not going to believe you.
Let me see here. Well, goddamn. Answer the goddamn phone, Joyce. Hey. You're on the phone on the show. I got you next to the mic. I just want to tell you that Red Eye called you a horse look cum guzzling bitch.
Lies. Beat him with a broom. Why can't she hear me? Dang
Do
it.
what, Mama? He don't like you, Mama.
That's
He
a
actually
lie.
said he hoped you got raped by an AIDS-infested gorilla.
Mean.
Wow.
He's a mean Australian.
Oh,
I hope your mum beats the shit out of you now.
You
me too.
do what, bro? What'd you say? I'm not the mean one.
See, even your mama knows.
I am, yeah. You're on here. Because I wanted to tell on Red for cussing
Well, I
you.
hope she beats your ass.
He did, Mama. He called you all kind of bad names. You. Hey, I'll come over and beat the shit out of you. You ain't like 5. You're like 4'9", Mom. You ain't shit.
I was gonna beat you so bad.
Now,
You should back the camera up. We want a good angle of
I
like
love
the
you.
broom.
I'm like Red Eye. I love you, Mama.
Worst friend
Bye-bye.
ever.
You sorry, dude. Cussing my mama.
She did not believe the lies that you were trying
She
to
did. She's really generous.
Filthy lies.
I hope she puts the hottest Tabasco sauce known to fucking mankind in the next meal she prepares for you. And I hope you shit through the eye of a needle for a week.
Damn, spec cuss August out. Anyways. Now we in here. I hate this fucking algorithm. It says we got 3 people watching. There's more than 3 people. What the hell are more than 3 people talking?
The algorithm. Look, YouTube's interface is broken. It's not showing me any of the info from the videos in the subscriber section at the moment at all. It just says, here's a vid. Guess which creator made it? You have to tell only by the thumbnail because we're not giving you any other information whatsoever. Fuck you. It's like, So I recognize some of the people I'm sub to and their art styles, but a lot of people just use random ones, and it gets a bit difficult to tell who's fucking who after a while. Because so dear YouTube, please fix that. That would be wonderful.
It'd
Thank
be
you.
nice, wouldn't it? Why, guys? I think we'll go ahead and end it early. Because I really am tired of y'all.
Wow.
I don't like you anymore.
Well, I'm mad because Raisin won't let Red Eye give me some booty.
I said that you guys should get married so you can come over here.
It's legal.
It
Don't
is?
fuck Red. Don't fuck me, Red.
Nah.
That breaks my heart.
Good.
I'm hurt.
Excellent.
I'm destroyed.
This brings
I
me
don't
much
believe
joy.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Make sure y'all check
Later.
out Raisin's Home Shopping Network channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's selling bowls full of Jello
And slap chops.
and slap chops. Hey, yeah, I seen a video today, dude. Slap chop was a ripoff. Like, no, it ripped off another product from the 70s or 60s.
No.
Yeah, I gotta find that video for it and show it to you.
Are you trying to tell me that Slapshot was fraudulent?
Yes, that's why the dude went to jail, right?
All right, we're going
He
to
made
deep
it
dive
better, though, right?
Slapshot. That's the next episode.
We
Slap
haven't
chop
even
explode.
gone an hour.
Deep dive Slapshot.
Dude, what did you say? What did you say?
We haven't even gone an hour.
Yes, we did. We just broke an hour.
Oh, just now.
Just now. Ain't nobody watching, and I'm tired.
Look, the last minute doesn't count. That was just filler.
You
Holy
shut
shit.
the fuck up, old man. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.